Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Happy Wednesday. It is time to get real. Are we ready? Okay, so today we are talking about mantras. And trust me when I tell you, I don't know a lot about mantras and I'm learning. So here's the deal. I'm all into this self-help um, and self-growth and personal growth and living, your most real authentic life. I'm on that journey right now, which is a journey that I may have dabbled in the past in one area or another, like health and fitness, maybe even, spiritually in terms of my religion in the past, but never in to the depth or the capacity that I'm doing it now, and never with intention. And so right now I'm on this intentional journey for personal improvement. And I'm trying to find things to do to help with that. And one of them was that Miracle Morning book that I wrote in that, or not, I didn't write it. I read it. And then, trying to read and say affirmations and all that. And kind of as you go along, you're always looking for something more and more and more, and more things to learn, more things to know about. And so I took this 8-week course with some friends of mine, and it's an 8-week personal growth course. Yesterday was the first day, or Monday was the first day, but yesterday was the first day that I actually did it. And one of the things that they were talking about in their unit was mantras. And I'm thinking, well, that's probably just an affirmation, right? Well, no. Apparently there's a difference between a mantra and an affirmation. And I was trying to figure out what that difference was. And so I was doing a little bit of research. And a mantra, simply explained by definition, is a statement or saying repeated frequently, okay? And the power is in its sound or energy. Where an affirmation is an assertion that something exists or is true. So the difference, I guess, is in their meaning, whereas a mantra kind of moves energy and an affirmation changes beliefs. And so that's kind of what I came up with the difference between the two. So I've been doing affirmations now for a long time, for several months. And I do think that they work, and my affirmations keep getting more and more and more, or more detailed, more in depth. Maybe more in depth is the word. And now I'm beginning trying to focus on mantras. Well, here's the thing, you guys. We all have a mantra. We've all been saying things to ourselves, a statement or slogan repeated frequently, a mantra. We all have mantras that run through our head continuously. We have very few, original thoughts from day to day to day. It's almost like, I think the statistic was 85% of our thoughts are the same thoughts every single day. Got to get up and brush my teeth, got to make dinner, got to work out, got to do this, got to do, I'm fat, I don't eat well, I need to do this better, blah, blah, blah. We have these same thoughts, and very few things, or very few of our thoughts, change from day to day. And so wouldn't you consider these thoughts to be mantras if you are having a statement or slogan repeated frequently? So let's think about it. You could have, well, let me back up. One of our goals for the first week of this program was to come up with a goal. Imagine that. I mean, what I'm telling you guys is this is not original. This is not new. But here's the thing. Everybody's saying it because it works, is to have a goal and write it down. Have a goal and write it down. And guess what else we have to do? We have to track it. We have to break that goal down into smaller goals, and then we have to track it every day. Are we doing it? And then guess what? We're supposed to send a picture so that we have accountability. Gee, who knew? So nothing here is new. It's just, are we using it, and are we finding ways to keep it exciting and to stay motivated to do it? And so one of our first goals was to write down our goal for the 8-week program. And then one of the other goals for the week was to pick a mantra. Now they'll give you one if they give you suggestions. But the funny thing is that yesterday I woke up before I even read any of the materials that they sent us. I woke up and I didn't feel like getting up. The alarm, I was snoozing the alarm over and over. And I'm the person, I've told you this before, I'm the person that sets the alarm for 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, and then is up by 6 or whatever. So the alarm kept going off, and I'm just like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. And finally, there was this saying that popped into my head. It was like, Dawn, do it now so you can have it later. Just do it now so you can have it later. Okay. I just kept repeating that to myself all day. Do it now so you can have it later. And let me tell you what that means to me. So what I was thinking at that time was get up now so that you can have satisfaction later. Get up now so that after you get up, because as soon as you get up, you're gonna go and do your successful morning, and you're gonna feel good about it. So get up now so you can have the feeling of accomplishment and success later, the feeling of satisfaction later. And then I started thinking about it. Gee, I guess that applies to everything, right? Do it now so you can have it later. How about write down your goal now so that you can reach it later? How about work out now so that you can be healthy later? Eat good now so you can lose weight later. Uh, Go to sleep now so that you can be refreshed later. Um, Organize it now so you can find it later. There are so many different things that applies to, but instead of putting it off, going, I'll do it later, and then getting nothing from doing it later, probably because it never got done. And so that kind of was how I woke up yesterday morning, repeating that statement or that mantra in my head over and over and over. And so when they asked us to pick a mantra yesterday, which I didn't even know was going to happen, easy, that was it. And so there are things, believe it or not, I don't feel like working out every day. Believe it or not, I don't feel like getting up every day and really spending an hour on affirmations and working on myself and writing things down. I mean, it's great, and most of the time I like it, but there are just times I don't feel like doing it. And that's when that mantra, that statement repeated over and over and over, I guess what's going to happen, again, I'm still learning, it's changing me energetically so that it becomes more of who I am. Now, think about this. So if I keep saying that to myself, do it now so you can have it later, chances are I'm going to do it now so that I can have it later. And they say that you need to repeat these things like 500 times a day to yourself, but that only takes like 5 to 10 minutes. Well, if you constantly have the same thoughts day after day after day, why not have that thought day after day after day? It's not hard. But really our thought usually, and I'm just going to use the weight loss thing again, because that's where we are, most of us always are, I'm fat. I'm so fat I can't lose weight. So it's kind of like that same cadence. Do it now so I can have it later. I'm so fat I can't lose weight. So you are constantly saying to yourself over and over and over again, and if you counted it, probably 500 times a day, you just don't even realize it. I'm so fat I can't lose weight. What do you think that's doing? It's moving you energetically into almost believing, creating an affirmation for yourself that you're so fat you can't lose weight. So we need to come up with a different mantra. Okay. I'm so fat I can't lose weight. Or I'm so busy I don't have time. 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 I don't care if you feed yourself something positive that will be helpful and change you in the right direction, or negative that is hurtful that will send you in the wrong direction. The theory is still the same. If you repeat it over and over and over and over and over, it will change you energetically and then move you into affirming that that is true. And so here's what oh my gosh, I just looked out and I thought, what the heck is falling? All the snow is melting off the roof of our awning out there, and it's just like an avalanche. Crazy. So you need to realize that you are already doing all of the things that I am asking you to do, only you're doing it negatively because it's kind of easier, because it's what you've already created to be true and to be automatic and to align with being comfortable. So if you were to consciously, intentionally invest in changing the mantras that you say to yourself so that you can affirm or start to believe something different, why wouldn't you? It's not taking up any more time. It's just changing the thoughts so that you can get different results. So whether that's in your relationships, your mantra maybe is, I'm going to, oh, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But figure out what that mantra, what you want to say to yourself over and over and over 500 times a day so that it starts to change you energetically so that you can believe a different story about yourself. So that is what I want your goal to be, is to come up with a mantra, and I want you to intentionally say and practice this over and over and over again. I'm not counting my 500 times a day. There are people that are actually getting clickers and counting every time they do it, every time. I'm not doing that. But I am I have been saying that to myself, do it now so you can have it later. Do it now so you can have it later. Do it now so you can have it later. Because I'm going to tell you, there are things I want. There are things I want out of my body, things I want out of my mind, things I want out of, my business, things I want out of my relationships, things I want out of, my eating and exercise. I mean, there are things that I want. I'm responsible for going to get them, and I'm going to use every darn trick in the book. All right, that's been researched and said by every single person out there who wants to, be a success coach, myself included. If it works, do it. Why would you not do it? If it works, do it. So maybe that could be your mantra. If it works, do it. If it works, do it. If it works, do it. Do it. If it works, do it. I don't care what it is, but come up with a mantra today. And I'm going to challenge you, once you come up with your mantra, to comment on this video and put it out there so that all of us can share in that and can see it, because I'd be curious to see what mantras you come up with. So that is what I have for you today. There's a lot of good stuff in this class that I think is going to help me, and that will also help me to help you. And that's what we're here for. We're here to continuously learn and grow and change, adapt, develop into something better. So thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.